Good evening, fellow comrades and lovers of freedom. This is Biafra Radio, and this is Biafra Coastal Conference Union. Mazi of Dr. Oforitse, please, can take the floor, please?
Thank you, Mazi, George Ume. God bless you for this wonderful opportunity. You and the amiable crew of the Biafra Radio has given to us from the platform of the Biafran Coastal Conference Union. We are so much excited that we have this rare privilege. Thank you very much, Mazi. While we wait for Mazi J.C.I to join us, I don't know if Mazi Solomon, I cited him a while ago. I can't find him here, but notwithstanding, we have kickstarted the program. And I have the privilege to introduce myself as Mazi Dr. Oghenevoke Oforitse, who hails from Ughelli province, Biafra land. Ughelli is situated in the so-called Delta State, and the Delta State is situated in the so-called Niger Delta, that's otherwise known as South-South. So that is where Ughelli is located. I happen to be among the newly appointed principal officer of the IPOB family in the 4th administrative DOS. It's one of the greatest things that has happened in the history of Biafra on the stable of the indigenous people of Biafra, which means that we have always forged ahead in the midst of all odds, all obstacles, all hindrances. That is why it is called struggle. But I believe at the particular point we are now, we have moved away from being engaged in struggle. We are fully moving. We are in a movement. So I was recently appointed to serve the family as the West African rep. Prior to this time, I was the immediate zoo national coordinator. After this, the so-called SDOS pushed me and Mazi J.C.I away by virtue of our consistent friendship, loyalty, support to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the supreme leader of IPOB, and also the single rally point of the Biafran restoration. We were pushed aside, and mischievously we were expelled, which was one of the evidence which our leader was able to let us know the reason why he has to jettison them, because of deliberate abuse, misuse of power given to them, and then undermining the power of the IPOB Code of Conduct, which we all swore to uphold. They refused to uphold the Code of Conduct amidst every other misconduct the world has witnessed in recent time, and even right from the time our leader was rendition. So I think I'm here in the studio with Mazi Solomon. Please, Mazi Solomon, can you unmute yourself and tell Biafra whom you are?
Good evening. My name is Mazi Solomon from the coastal Biafra. I'm from the so-called the Delta Igbo, according to what they said.
So-called.
Yes, that is what they say, which we are Igbo due to deportation and confusion and separating you out for your family, removing your identity. So they call us Delta Igbo. So I stay in the diaspora. I still represent the coastal. Thank you very much.
God bless you, Mazi Solomon. You have been on ground with us in the Biafra Coastal Conference Union. God will continue to grant you strength and energy to continue to move on in this battlefield. I want to use this opportunity to salute my great leader, no other person than the person I call Pontifex Maximus of the Biafra nation, the person of Mazi Nnamdi Nwokechukwu Kanu, for him, and just because of him, we can still breathe. We can still say we are asking for our right. If not for him, by now, they would have put every padlock on our mouth. It's by virtue of this great man that I, as a person, can still talk like somebody who has a voice. He is a man of global voice. He's a man of the voice of freedom. He's a man of the voice of justice. On behalf of the people, the members of the Biafra Coastal Conference Union, we say we appreciate you. We respect you. We honor you. We even worship you. We are not minding what. It takes somebody who, takes somebody who believes that somebody needs to be worshipped to do some certain things. Imagine somebody traveling on land several days, up to 2 days, 72 hours on land to see somebody he respected. That is worship. So we, on behalf of the people of the Biafra Coastal Conference Union, we say, God bless you. And more so, to the new team you have inaugurated, the 4th DOS, being led by Mazi Chris Wogu and other principal officers that were announced. Work is already going on. Even before they were now announced, they were already working in the name of 100 men, which has been making our enemies to poo-poo in their body. They started calling names. Flying monkey. Flying monkey. Every now and then you come on air, you hear fly monkey. And God helped me to execute what is called reverse engineering. And I said, if we are flying monkey, we are getting things done in the air. And then they are clearly shaking. So we thank you very much for the availability. One thing is to be called, another thing is to make yourself available. These great men they have abandoned a lot of things and they have made themselves available for this great call, this great assignment. I pray that Oghenevoke, the Agadagburu, the Rumero, the Obetaporuru, that my Igbo brothers call Shuku Kiki Abiama, may he continue to strengthen you. May he continue to empower you. May he continue to give you people more wisdom, more inspiration on how to confront the giants, the so-called giants, enemies that are coming on our way to try to hinder us from achieving our freedom. You shall succeed. You shall succeed along with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I say, Now, we are quickly going to treat this topic that is before us today. Eroding international norms. UN denial of genocide evidence. And the mass killing of 225,000 indigenous people by designated terror organizations. This is the topic we have here before us, which is not just a topic, it is an issue. It's an issue. It's not just a topic. It's an issue. Why it's an issue? Because it's a statement that has to do with an existential threat to the people of Biafra and the other indigenous people of the country called Nigeria, which we all have come to identify as Zoo. It is only in fact, when I met with Oyendu, I told him, sir, that zoo that you have given to these people, you have named them, they have upgraded though. They are no more zoo. They are jungle. But hence that name has gotten stuck to them. We just manage that name. We are just being friendly by identifying them as zoo. It is only in a place like this, country called Zoo, that killing becomes normal. Killing is a normal thing. It's like it has become a tradition. It has become a norm. It has become a lifestyle. And it's so pathetic, very, very pathetic, that the organization that we are supposed to recognize or consider as a global policing organization who needs to put everything in order that has to do with the protection of life and property in various nations. And that was why one of the principal reasons why the United Nations was formed in 1948, if I'm not mistaken. Before then, what we have was the League of Nations. Some few countries came together and agreed that there's need for decorum. We can't just be, attacking each other. We can't just allow impunity in different parts of the world. We are humans. We must allow humanity to prevail. So people need to be called to order, and that there must be a compelling force. So they came together as League of Nations. Though they have their personal interests, these nations that came together, but for the sake of global peace and harmony, unity, development, growth, have been projected as one of the very powerful program of the UN, because myself as a person, I've attended several UN programs as delegate through my own NGO. And one of the mantra of UN is SDG. S there is the plural. SDG. That is a program that was established for development, growth. And the SDG does not stand alone. It's connected with security, protection of lives and property, and protection of what in each nation we call minority groups based on their tribal population. Like what we have in Nigeria, though I don't agree with that philosophy of minority. For me, there is nothing like minority tribe or minority group. It's the spirit of subjugation, colonialism, imperialism that brought about what is called minority tribe, minority group, or minority people. There is nothing like that. Me as an Urobo man, you can't reduce me to be a minority tribe. You can't reduce my Isoko brother as a minority tribe. But you can group us together as a major group, as a major grouping. When you group us under the grouping of the Igbo nation, I will accept that. As one of the indigenous people, sub-indigenous people, subgroup, Then for the sake of political administration, political convenience, and based on our historic antecedents, our cultural, connection, our linguistic connection, when you group us as Igbo, we accept that. When you don't group us as minority tribes, Izoma can't take that from you. The Bibio man can't take that from you if he's really thinking in his right sense. The Kalabari, the Ogoja, the Doma, everybody, we all have equal right to survive. And that is what is enshrined in the United Nations Charter. One of the things that the United Nations is created for is to protect the indigenous people, the indigenous rights. In fact, one of the major charter of the United Nations is indigenous rights. Protection of the indigenous people. Why the word indigenous? It means that something has happened along the line. People, the aborigine, people who are the original owners of the lands, based on, subjugation, political, extraterritorial political control, like what we have far in the northern part of Nigeria. We don't need to tell anybody that the Fulani are alien to that part of the world that is called northern part of Nigeria. They are alien. The indigenous people are there. Even right there in Sokoto, the indigenous Hausas, they are there. The Talakawas, they are there. It will be surprised, or it will be a shock to you if you are not a researcher or you are not a historian to take note that we have more than 300 indigenous people in the northern part of Nigeria. Go to Kaduna, go and address somebody as an Hausa. He will be ready to fight with you because he will tell you that I'm not an Hausa. I am a Joku. I am an Agans. Have you heard of that tribe? Angas. There is a tribe that is called Angas. There is a tribe that is called Bashama. These people, they are in great numbers. But because of political, political interests, the mindset of trying to colonize people, you now relegate some people to the background as if they are not existing. And in fact, I'm not. I can't blame anybody out there because nobody is coming out to speak for himself. If you don't have a leader, just like we, the Biafrans, God, Chukwu Okike Abiama Ogenevoke no Pruwe, has blessed us with a real legend, a God. He has raised a God for us to speak for us. Oh my God! That was what happened to the children of Israel. The Israelites in the Hebrew Bible, we are told that they were oppressed as a people. They cried, and their cry reached to the high heavens. And God sent Moshe, which the Greek Bible called Moses. And God instructed Moses, go and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. And Moses was kind of, in Urobo, say, Ojukoko is tamari. Who am I? God told Moses, Yahweh told Moses that I have made you a God to Pharaoh because you are going to speak the word of divinity. That word of divinity, let my people go. And that was how God raised a God for the Biafran people. Some people are so jealous. So why do you say, holy, 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 Nnamdi Kanu? It's another savior, holy, 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 holy. It's not just holy, he is a God. My Hebrew Bible tells me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a God. Some of you, when you want to rebel, when we are eulogizing him, you are telling us, is he God? Yes, I said he is God. He is God. Go to your Bible book you are reading. You don't read. Psalm 82 verse 6 say, I say unto you, you are gods. And if you refuse to act like God, you will die like men. Many people are dying like men. So we, the Biafrans, we refuse to die like men. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu refused to die like men, like ordinary man. He has become God. And because these people in the far north, they have got nobody to be a God to them, does not mean other people will not have their God. And that is why the killings are taking place in the far north. Genocide, complete genocide. You don't need to mince words. You don't need to look for any political word. You don't need to sound politically correct before you can be truthful. It is an established truth. In the independent researchers, persons like Mike Arnold, the other missionary, what is his name again? They came on ground, they saw it. People have been telling their story. The indigenous people in the far north, they have told their stories. The Biafran people, they have told their stories. Even all the pogroms, the killings in the north, when there is a provocation here, maybe somebody somewhere like the 1966 coup, they end up saying it is an Igbo coup. There are a lot of work has been written in respect of what transpired, what triggered that coup. But still, they want to label it as, Igbo coup, so that they will execute their massacre, so that their genocidal assignment will be perfect. And the killings, they are all over the places. Researchers, there are a lot of research work, there are a lot of academic work. There are a lot of academic work. There are even somebody who is not even a diplomat, somebody who is just reading diplomatic course in the university will be able to know that, yes, there is an established genocide in the country called Nigeria. The first victim of genocidal merchandise, genocidal campaign, are the Biafrans from the 1967 to 1970 coup, war, which the world Britain labeled as a civil war, whereas it wasn't a civil war. It was a genocidal war where more than 6 million people were killed. We are unalive. The records are there. Graphic pictures are there. Videos are there. Recordings are there. People are still telling their story. Genocide. Food blockade. Medicine blockade. Shooting down of aeroplane. Jets that were bringing food to Biafra land. Yet the world looked the other way. Oh my God. Oh, it's a pity. If you think that denying the genocidal campaign of the Fulani against the Igbos, against the Ibibios, because we may say the Igbos were killed. Anywhere you see somebody killed that is not speaking Yoruba, that is not speaking Hausa or Fulani, it is not just the core Igbo. A Calabar man must have been killed. And the Bibio man must have been killed. A Calabari man must have been killed. And the Urobo man must have been killed. My wife and my children, they call them Omo Igbo, where we reside in Yariba land. If you struggle, you say, I'm not Igbo, I'm Urobo, you are wasting your time. Omo Igbo. Yawo Igbo. So the massacre was cut across all Biafra land, and that is why you see people like us from the Biafra coastal region will not keep our silence. The day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu blew the whistle, time for freedom, we rose to the call. One day somebody was asking, what is your name? I said, my name is Mazi Oghenevoke. He said, what Oghenevoke? What does Oghene get to do with Biafra? I say, it's a pity. You are daydreaming. You don't even know. You know nothing. So what I'm saying in essence is that the recent reawakening of the consciousness of the genocidal activity of the Fulanis Britain, British, or whatever they call themselves, was even far before the 1967 war. The killings in the north, in Kano particular, and other parts of the north, that was genocide, but nobody took record until the tide began to move back and front, left and right. Then the Bashamans were now being killed, unalived. The Talakawas, the Tapas, the Nukbes, all of these indigenous people have now become victims. The same way they looked away when they were killing Biafrans. The Middle Belters, those in the Plateau, those in Benue, all of them, they looked away. It's not our business. Now it now become our business, Abi. And now we agreed to say, yes, this is an act of genocide, which the UN is supposed to frown out. You know, what I want to tell my fellow Biafrans, if we are waiting for the time that we are going to give a round of applause to the UN, we are wasting our time. Was UN not existing when the genocide was taking place during the genocidal war of 1967? Did they call the Nigeria government to order? Did they call Britain to order? Rather, they looked the other way because of oil. Like one of the music I wrote, our blood is not crude oil. UN, the blood of Biafrans are not crude oil. If you decide to allow the genocide to expand to other parts of Nigeria, that place that is zoo, that is not ever known as a country, you guys all know that. If you take away your eyes, turn a blind eyes to the killings that are taking place, that is well established. You are seeing it, koro. All your two eyes are wide open, seeing it, and you call darkness light. I must tell you, what made all of you to form League of Nations? Very soon you are going to form another kind of UN. What made you people to form UN? When after the experience of what is this guy, this Nazi man, what is this his name again? Why his name, this common name flying away from my head? When this man was attacking Europe, attack one particular Europe, the other Europe says not. What's this? Mazi Solomon, please help me with that man's name.
Hitler.
Hitler, thank you. When Hitler was ravaging the Europe, he didn't just invade Europe at a go. He was picking small territory. It was a Nazi territory. He was conquering. Suddenly, the man that thought that he is, sleeping peacefully, the bang of war started sounding at his backyard. That is when they wake up. Because the time they were supposed to speak for justice, they kept muted. Injustice is like Ebola. Injustice is contagious. It spreads. It doesn't limit. That is what terrorism is. I think we are laughing at these people that said IPOB is a terrorist group. Terrorism is not a local thing. So one country cannot just wake up one day and say certain group is a terrorist group, whereas they are not known as terrorists in England or UK. They are not known as terrorists as in France, in US, in Canada. Just you. So terrorism is a global thing. So if there is a genocide ongoing, terrorism is going. Know that very soon it will touch America. It will touch the United States of America. It will touch UK. It will touch France. It will touch the whole of Europe, because it starts in a little way. Now that you are closing your eyes, you now come and give a report that is not founded because of oil. Our blood are not oil, are not crude oil. Tell us if it is the oil that you are politicizing. Let us know. By you coming to tell this broad day lie, your own law, that you created that made you to form the UN in 1948 or so, please consider that law as sacred. By you denying the genocidal activity campaign in the zoo called Nigeria, you have broken your own edict. You have broken your own law, and that law will catch up with anybody that break the law. The Hebrew Bible said, "He that break the edge, the serpent will bite." It's not a warning, but it is a direction. It is an information that I'm giving to you, which you need to take to heart. By this broadcast, I am advising whatever UN delegate that came to the zoo to present that kind of report. That report itself is terrorism. That report itself is terrorism. I leave it here now so that Mazi Solomon, because we are getting on top of the hours when we are going to wrap up this broadcast. Please, Mazi Solomon, what is your take in this recent pronouncement? Political statement, whatever thing they call it, that there is no genocidal story in Nigeria, even when it has been documented that over 325,000 indigenous people have been unalived. What's your take, Mazi Solomon? Please unmute yourself, Mazi Solomon. Mazi Solomon, are you there? Mazi Solomon.
Please.
Please.
I'm here, I'm listening.
Okay, go on. You heard my statement or my question or my take.
It's not a new thing. Let us be sincere. UN is a political body formed to oppress the. It's still oppressing the poor. Why will I say so? Since I was born till now, UN has never said anything reasonable when killing of people all over the world is taking place by a big power. So, if for me, I'm seeing the UN as a what we call it's an oppressive organization only for those that has power. Like when you have money, UN speak for you, and the common people, which is the oppressed, you know, they don't have the voice, they don't have the money to speak, so their voice is not being heard anywhere in the world. And the UN see it and cover it. Only what UN do, he only collects money. You know, in the case of Nigeria as a case study, I'm using Nigeria as a case study. Nigeria is a country that is being rich with oil and gas, which is a big interest in the whole world. So you don't expect this big oil company, when they give UN money, UN will not say anything. It's true, it's the facts. UN will not write anything about the killing. Nigeria government is really pumping money to lobby the international community. The international community, the lobbyists, become a criminal body that is oppressing the voice of the common people. The lobbies them. You understand? It's another criminal organization. How can you say anybody that has money? This thing looks so. I look at what is going on in this world. If I have money, they will speak about me. You understand? So how can a poor man that is being oppressed by his government, and his government is using the resource of the country to lobby the international community, how can his voice be heard in the world? It's impossible because he doesn't have the money to lobby. You understand? America is still giving, Nigeria is still having lobby firms in America to cover up genocide in Nigeria, which everybody can see it. There is a genocide. There is a genocide. Everybody see it. But the fact that the oil and gas is coming It's still flowing. It's still flowing. The UN is being lobbying. The lobby firm collects money. Nobody talk about it. Nobody care about you. So I understand something about this world that you are on your own. You have to speak. You have to speak on your own. And you have to do what it takes for you to be free by yourself. If you wait for UN, I'm sorry, the answer is zero. The answer is zero. A case study of, let us use so many countries. We have seen dictatorship killing their citizens, protesting. Have you seen the UN speak about it, especially when you become a Christian? No. The UN have never, it's been done from day one to today. The Fulani has been killing, has been slaughtering for years. The UN is still writing reports. I still remember that last election, we see some people that went to go and they called it they called it election, people that supervise election. I don't know the kind of body they are in UN. They went to Nigeria to supervise election there in the Buhari regime, the second tenure of the Buhari regime. You see the supervisor of the election falsifying the reports, adding figure on camera. I don't understand which kind of light. Is it black is meant to be dark, or the people that is oppressing the common people are just is permanently? When you speak, they call you names. You understand? Like this part of the world we are, I thank our leader Mazi for changing the regime. Do you know why I say so? I recommend something. They have to investigate the old DOS for good reason. This reason is this: most of them in Europe, most of them are being threatened of their documents. It's not that they did what they did purposely. The country, the host country they are, you should investigate this thing I'm saying. Because they gave them documents to stay, some of the old country threatening these people, sometimes threatening to deport them for speaking because of their interests, the oil and gas. Those that have big companies in Nigeria, the companies are threatening the IPOB in Europe, pressurizing them not to break Nigeria. If you are talking about breaking Nigeria, you are a threat. They might seize your finance. They might cut off your job because you are working in their company. They might cut off your job. They might threaten you to deport you and seize your document. I'm telling you. So IPOB should take it to go and investigate this thing. The old DOS, they should investigate them because some of them is living on threats. So they did what they did on pressure. And for the UN, speaking about the killing, even the UN is even suppressing it, even making people speaking, making them stupid. You understand? Making them stupid for speaking. Like, what are you talking about? There is something I go through here in this country I am, where I was speaking about the Christian genocide. The people that is here say they never knew that thing was going on. Even the people that are supposed to help and talk about it are the ones suppressing me, asking me why will I talk about it. It's a lie, strange to them. They said it's strange to them. I was looking at them. So the Christian genocide that you are seeing, one person came out and told me it's AI. You see where they are going? I said, did you say what? AI. Fact and figure. The world become corrupt and have spoiled due to those people we put in the old great offices that are supposed to protect. Mazi, this is for like for J.C.I. They are calling, is calling in. So those people that are supposed to protect us are oppressing us due to the oil and gas found in the land. They are using your resources. Our resources become a cost to us because this government continue killing to keep it to keep in power. And the UN that's supposed to speak over it, they are seeing it. They are covering up for the country because of their company interest. It's become interest. So they are not in the interest of the common people. No, they are not in. They don't have interest of those that is dying. They don't have interest in this world. Those that has power, that has the gun, has the voice. Like it is possible that the UN can speak when you bring a full animal into justice. You see UN will stand up and say, we talk about human rights. Yes, if I'm not surprised if Fulani man is being caught in Nigeria and be given and let the law focus, let you use the law to penalize him. UN will speak about it, that human rights, you disobey human rights. But when you that is being killed by those men, because the agreement, I believe the agreement they made is this: we will dismember these people, we will annihilate these people, we will take over the land, we will give you the oil for free. Oil is your problem. They say yes, we need oil and gas. Okay, we'll give you the oil and gas, but anything we are doing to these people is not your business. This is what I'm saying about what is going on in the world. I'm using Nigeria as a case study because the Christian genocide that is going on in Nigeria is alarming. It's alarming. Even the Nigerians itself are even supporting them. Even here, Nigeria gang up against me. I told them we are destroying Nigeria. See, we are the one that want to break Nigeria. So what is going on in Nigeria, that when you go to Nigeria, you rent a private security. You cannot travel from point A to point B without writing your will. You can be kidnapped. It's not your business. Anyone told me I just want to be politically correct. You know, we are in their ass. If we do not do it because of their interest, oil and gas. Oil and gas, you are dying. You cannot speak about you are dying. You are fighting people that is speaking. And the UN, all these people say yes, this is our group. Our problem is the oil and gas we have. I'm telling you. Thank you very much. That is our problem.
Thank you, Mazi Solomon. We are getting at the top of the hour because we only have 1 hour to analyze this position of the UN so that the world will understand what we are going through. So I would like to come up with a conclusive position, or more or less, for me, I call it as an advice. It's not a warning. I'm too small to give a warning to the UN personalities or the Secretary General of UN and all the principal personnel in the UN. That a word is enough for the wise. And that is what I want to break down. It has started happening in Nigeria. When the genocide was narrowed down to the Biafra territory, even the coastal, some part of the coastal Biafra, and then the Italand up, where you have the Igbo-speaking side of Kogi and Benue, and then the Igbankes and in Benin, they were only looking at it that, oh, it is only the Igbos that are being killed. Until recently, when everybody began to see that everybody is a target, everybody is a guinea pig, then our eyes began to be opened, and we begin to agree with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was telling us. The bell was ringing because we started feeling it. In Edo State, you can't farm in the forest of Edo. I'm not talking of Enugu, I'm not talking of Ebonyi. So now that it has reached your corner, what are you saying to that? When the cry was coming, let's stop this genocide. Ojukwu told Awolowo, go and save your people. Let us deliver the West from also the Fulani. Ojukwu freed Awolowo from the prison of Calabar. By the time Awolowo got to Lagos, Ibadan, what did he do? He synergized with Gowan, and they established the genocide. Today, what is happening to Ibadan? What is happening to Ilorin, Kwara? What is happening to Osun State? What is happening to Ondo State? Even in Ogun State here, everywhere has been ransacked, killing, terrorism. Terrorism is not meant to occur in a spot. Terrorism is a global phenomenon. It's a global activity. So when the other part of Nigeria looked away, what was the impact? The impact was devastating. Many villages have been sacked. Many villages have been placed on tax. They are no longer paying allegiance to the government. They are paying to different group of terrorist organizations. And this is now spreading. West Africa, ECOWAS, see how they do their eye now. Look at me. They do their eye like this. Oh, no worry. No worry. By the time they are done with the zoo, Benin, they'll use Benin to claim their bonbon. What about Togo? What about Ghana? Every other part of West Africa shall be invaded. It will not end. That is the movement of terrorism. It's an osmosis movement. It's a diffusion. It's a scientific movement. It will swallow the whole of West Africa. From West Africa, Central Africa. From Central Africa, the whole of Africa will be conquered. Because some people are selfish. They want crude oil. They want gas. Don't worry. It is moving gradually. You have come to deny genocide in Nigeria. The genocide definitely, by historic antecedent, by historic records, it doesn't stop one place. If there's any advice I'll give to you, look at your back. UN, it is high time you retract on the position you are taking. Come and rescue the lives of people. The reason why UN was organized, UN is more or less like an organization that is meant to establish peace. And some few members were appointed or elected or chosen as permanent security members, which US is part. US is part of it. Today, what made US to withdraw from UN? Their funding. The music is being played gradually. It's like some people prefer to die. For we Biafrans, we are not ready to die. And that is why we are keen behind our supreme leader, Mazi Kanu, to ask for a referendum that will determine our liberty, that will determine our freedom. God bless you all. Hey, Biafra, I hail thee. Thank you, Mazi. I think Mazi George is still here with us. We don't want to bust your time. We want to keep to the time. We are on top of the hours now. I appreciate you for this time that you have given to us to air our grievance to the UN. Let our voice count. Thank you, Mazi Ume. We are signing off now on behalf of the Biafra Coastal Conference Union. Thank you very much. We are grateful. Is Mazi Ume still there? Is Mazi George with us? Please, in case, while we wait for him, please, Mazi Solomon, give us your parting shot.
Maz, I'm here.
Okay.
Thank you guys for your wonderful work. And may Chukwu Kabama continue to bless all of you. Good evening from here, London. Thank you.